welcome back to what is a bit of a strange episode, as I'm having to re-record the voice after the fact, as I forgot to actually hit record on my microphone. No, I forgot to unmute my mic when I was actually playing this originally. So I do apologise if things are a little confusing. I think last time we actually ended coming up the elevator and we died, so I redid some bits and then saved at the top because we were literally like a room away from getting out and nothing had changed as far as I remember. So we actually spend a fair bit of time at the beginning trying to work out where the thing is that we need to interact with, because the power's now back on, which is what we did when we went down. So this is me trying to remember where things are, what's going on. I'm pretty sure I'm meant to interact with this bike. I know this bike is a thing, but it takes me far too long to actually realise what I'm meant to interact with. And some of you may have seen it because it has appeared on screen once or twice. But I think until we get to that point, let's just speed ahead, shall we? And finally, we find the thing that we've been running in circles around the entire time. That's right, it was right behind us, right in front of us, right next to us, for so much of that. And that was at 5 times speed. You lot only had to sit there. I had to do that in real time and feel like an actual idiot. But how cool is this suit animation right here? Dosh. Absolutely glorious. Bad ass. This is what we say. Bad ass. Look at it. Look at it. Look how fucking awesome it is. And we get the motorbike. So, we now get to have all the fun on the motorbike. I might skip over a few bits of this and just talk about the actual main sections, just to not bore you all, as me just droning on isn't going to be the most fun thing in the world. Especially, and me driving is not going to be the most fun either, so I'll tell you what, once we do the first little bust out of here bit, we might just cut up to the tower or something. This is quite cool watching this all open, but yeah, and then it's just... Alright, in a bit. I'm not even sure if that was worth the speed up, but we are now at the next tower, and as you can probably tell, we're going to get the map out, and then we've got a lot of scanning to do. So let's speed through that, shall we? So we do a quick save, and then it's time to start moving down in this place. As per usual, that means we're going to be travelling in these little elevators, so what we'll do is we'll do some killing here, and then from the scanning and stuff, we'll just speed it up till we reach the next floor. So I'll catch you soon. So we reach the bottom of the elevator, and it's time to start moving. But as per usual, the moment we get somewhere, we have to have a little check and make sure if there's anything to scan. So we get into this next big room, and you know there's going to be some things to scan in here, so we'll just skip over that quickly. and so we get attacked. Thus begins a bit of a wave defense, sort of, not boss fight as such, but multiple small enemies that we have to defeat. Now, I don't know whether this is the most interesting thing to watch. I think it would have been better with my live commentary, but as I'm doing the commentary afterwards, it's a little bit disjointed. So I will just kind of blitz through this, I think. Let's blitz through the rest of this. And then as the boss fight ends, we do the first thing that anybody would do and start scanning things again, of course. And this brings us to the bottom of yet another elevator. We're going to travel through a few of these. And look, a brand new room. You know what brand new room means? New things to scan. Oh yeah. But look at this big old room. Bit like the last one, we're getting attacked. But we'll be quicker with this one. And thus defeating the enemy. We can now move on, as it's more of a skill check than anything else, and as per usual, we will scan absolutely everything that we can. Now, I'm going to actually talk through this lift journey, because this one is, as you can probably tell from the room we're in right now, not the same as the rest. This one has not undergone maintenance in some time. So yeah, we're gonna ride this. Oh, and there's the stop. And if we stop and look behind us, there we go. Oh, do you see that? A robot is watching us, and then we drop. But we don't take any extra damage, I don't think. I should check that actually. But I'm not going to do it right now because I'm recording this all in one go. Well, this bit at least. More scanning because everyone loves to scan things. I mean, I think that's probably just part of the way that I am. I like to do the scanning things. But enough looking at that. Let's continue onwards. And as we can see over here, we've got one more scan in the room. And then, oh no, there is actually a scan down the little hole. But morph ball time. Who doesn't love a bit of the morph ball? Morph ball is great. So let's just roll on through here. And boom, we're out the other side. Now we've got a few little bits here that we've got to do, which is the same as the last couple of places we've been, where we've got to interact with these generators. There is like a whole thing, but I can't remember what everything is actually called off the top of my head. But I know that we're setting up the generator thing to power the tower. So, oh dear, I forgot that we fell off there. So yeah, we've got to do a couple of weird things, such as putting this little thing in there, and then oh, there we go. Now we get to do one of the bits that I actually really enjoyed doing is the bit where you come down here and then come back up, because I don't know why, I just actually really quite like bits like this for some reason. I also thought we were going to have to like spin around this multiple times. I was like, oh god, this is going to be so much effort, but this is so much easier than that. Just literally set off a single bomb and pow. We are opening it up, and now we get to do the fun thing where this does this. Shoots energy into the building. It's a cool idea. I think that's so cool. Super impractical, but cool as hell. And so we just head straight back up this little tube. We completely run past that because we can take a single hit. It's not a big deal. And what? Now we get a nice little boss fight as we try and leave at least. Now we're going to watch this fight at double time just to make things a little bit faster for you all watching at home. Boom, boom. See, if we do things perfectly, we can. We would have destroyed all three of those. Like, you can see how it's meant to go, right? Bosh, bosh. See, that was a good. Boom. Now we can attack the orb in the centre. Got to scan it first, of course, as per usual. But if we stop messing around and actually hit these things, then things will start going quite well for us, really. Now, obviously, I have got this turned up to maximum speed. Well, not maximum speed, not maximum speed at all, nowhere near maximum speed. But we're running at double speed to try and get through this fight a little bit faster for you all. Because it's a lot of the same thing over and over again, and my aim isn't fantastic, so but I also, there we go, boom. And now we're going to head back inside, but this is basically it for this episode now. We've got a little bit of ending up here, but until next time, I will catch you again soon. Next time we'll be back with actual voice that was recorded at the time rather than me doing this. See ya!